I'm Kim.
I'm Brad.
We're 626 Ohana, California. And today we're going to have the conversation about why we finally decided to cancel our Disney cruise and a little bit about what to expect from us this summer and going forward.
Yeah. No Disney for us this summer. We've had it earlier this year.
Oh, okay. Wait, but maybe not.
Well, okay. Well,
okay, wait till the end because we are going to get a little creative.
So please like, subscribe, and follow along our Ohana. And of course, we'll give you any tips and tricks we find along the way. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to break in real quick. Kim and I filmed this about 2 days before Disney released their reservation system. And some new details about the park cleaning and a couple of other items that we had on our list of concerns. I want to let you know that all the reasons we canceled, we would still done today, and they're still valid for us. So even with these coming out, we would have still done it. With that, let's get back to the video. So let's get to the reasons why we canceled our Disney World vacation this summer.
This was not an easy decision. This we weighed on for weeks.
Yeah, obviously with the virus going on and everything being closed.
Lack
and a lot
of
people,
information.
There's a lot of things that were involved.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the first one was obviously the advanced dining reservations canceling.
Right, at Disney, okay, we need food to survive as people, let's just be honest. We definitely enjoy our food, but Disney had canceled all our advanced dining reservation and said that they were going to have dining, but it was going to be at limited capacity and you have to have reservations and you couldn't go into a theme park, like a reservation in the theme park without a theme park reservation that day as well. And then we had no way to get groceries if we used Magical Express without spending more money.
Yeah, and unfortunately all the grocers, we tried to call them earlier and we just could not get a hold of them.
It's been like 5 days since I did that, and I've called and I tried emailing and I got no response from the grocery companies down in Orlando. So that's not promising.
And then Disney pretty much flat out told us when we called them
they weren't going to allow it.
So that kind of really hurts us with being DVC. It's one of the benefits that we have refrigerators and everything in our room that we usually do something really quick to go.
And then we always thought, well, if we can't get advanced dining reservation, then we could always use our kitchen.
Yeah, so that just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Unless we want frozen pizza.
Yeah. So the second reason would be the parks reservations.
Yeah. So the parks reservation, they canceled all of our Fast Pass reservations that we had. And it just, now it's like, you don't know how many people are you going to get on the rides that you're used to, how long of a wait it's going to be. It was just,
what was going to be open?
Yeah.
All our Fast Passes gone. All that months of planning gone. And unfortunately, are we going to get into the parks on our trip?
Right, and then some days you will, some maybe you won't. Nobody knows, and really it's 3 weeks before the parks are opening, and there's not a lot of information out.
And unfortunately, this is all. I mean, Disney usually has fantastic customer
Right.
service. This is just one area they have not been transparent into everybody.
And we're DVC members, so if we cancel 31 days out, it doesn't really affect us that much. If we cancel that 30 days and after, it affects us a little bit. The 7 days and out, it's a heavy cancellation policy. So we didn't want to risk that being within that 31 days of leaving.
Yeah, and also with being DVC members, we have the option of coming back later. So it just made more sense for us at this point.
Yeah, and we hadn't reached our banking deadline, which is in October, so we still have options. We didn't have to back ourselves against a wall.
Yeah, and we could actually wait longer. But
about like 4 or 5 days, but that's about it.
Yeah. But wait, there's more. The other problem we had is if we couldn't get into the parks, what would we do?
So the pools have limited capacity, they said. So if you can't get in the pool, and we had reservations at Beach Club, so the Stormalong Bay was closed. Mm-hmm. And so that limits your choices.
Yeah, and then there's also no resort hopping.
Unless you have an advanced dining reservation when they reopen, if you're able to get one.
If we ever get information on advanced dining reservations.
Right.
And so you can't go to a different resort just to go check it out or go see what's going on.
You can't go to Animal Kingdom Lodge and go check out the animals for the day.
Unfortunately, it's just really limited. And then again, you're going to have a limitation with all that. Talking about that, it's transportation.
Right. So they already have said, like, the buses and monorails and things like that, they're going to try to find a way to social distance and keep the capacity down, which means you're going to wait longer.
Yeah. So walking, if you are going to go, walking might be a big thing, especially if you're staying like we're going to stay at Beach Club. The walk to the walk to
He still does that so many years later.
Hollywood Studios or to Epcot. Those resorts will probably be better off walking than probably waiting.
Yeah.
We'd explained that into another video of ours.
Right.
So
that was going on. We went deeper into all that before, but those were concerns of ours.
yes.
Okay, so the next big concern of ours is we'll come out and say Hayden has a very mild form of asthma, and that's concerning as a parent. Is now you're taking what's considered a higher risk child into a park, and that was keeping me up at night, and I just couldn't justify that.
Yeah, Kim was more worried about the health side of everything, and obviously I'm worried about it as well.
Oh my goodness, we have stuff because I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Why am I sorry? I've never done that before. So my concern was there wasn't really an idea. They said that they were going to do maybe like every other vehicle like they've done in Shanghai. But the other thing is, how are you going to clean those rows every single time? Are you going to spray things down? I really would have liked to seen from Disney maybe a video or something of when you come back, this is how we're going to do it, and maybe show it. I think they would have gained a lot of trust and respect doing things like that, and especially being in the healthcare industry, to me that would have gone a lot farther.
Yeah.
I trust, and I will say I trust Disney most, as they're going to do their best, and I feel like they're going to do everything in their power. I just don't know how, if it would be to my standards, and I'm probably one of the tougher ones.
Tougher ones? Yeah.
Okay. And with also saying, with that, it goes on to, how we were going to eat, how we were going to, I'd really like to see them do a video like, this is how we're going to do rides, this is how we're going to spray down. I feel like they're going to gain a lot of trust. I'd like to see what they do in their kitchens. We have friends that own a bar, and to the point that where they're putting plexiglass and how they're doing it, and they described it, I'm impressed. Not that I'm talking about bars, but just, it's a way that actually Disney could have done it in their kitchens, which would be interesting. But I just would like to see more of that, and I think they would gain more trust and just overall maybe a calmer sense of mind, if you would.
Yeah, and I think you're getting a lot of people, like Kim said, she was in the healthcare industry,
Yeah.
so that are probably more that way. My mind was, I think Disney will do an excellent job.
I do. I think they're going to do great.
My concerns are not as heavy as Kim's was on that, but I was also concerned about Hayden, especially with his breathing, but trying to balance things. And unfortunately, my concerns came into also with this, and that would be the financial sense of doing this. Obviously, everybody who goes spends a lot of money. We do, as we did in another video, explained about our customer experiences, but we do use a Travelers Rewards card for our points.
Right.
But we still spend money on other things. And I was just looking at it going, does it make sense for us to go down there and have a very limited vacation?
And would we actually even enjoy it, or were we going to be stressed the whole time?
Yeah, and that's the other thing is, does that make sense for us not to have that fun? And then, of course, we would always find our magic when we're there.
Yeah.
But I think that what my main concern was is going down there and it's too many unknowns.
Yeah. So, that was really something that was, those things alone were keeping me up at night. And then the final straw, I think we probably would have arrived at the same decision.
It wasn't almost, it was just about that much from the final straw.
Yeah, and I think as Disney fans, some of you guys can understand, it's not easy to cancel Disney vacation plans. You dream, you plan, you invest a lot of yourself into it. And so actually pulling the plug on the trip was very hard. But then I actually felt an immediate okay.
And so what Kim's talking about, that was that little close to the final straw, was our airline. One of our flights got completely changed. We had a direct flight from LAX into Orlando. The airline said, no, we're changing this. You're going to have to fly to Dallas-Fort Worth to Orlando. We're downgrading your seats, and you don't know where you're sitting, but you're still going, right? And we said no.
Yeah, and they want to charge the same price and not like give us a refund or anything.
Yeah, so it was
or like give us a credit or something to try to make up the difference of what it is. They've actually increased the cost of flights.
Yeah. So we'll link the video down below again that we talked about our customer service and cancellations that we had to go through. So
but the health of a plane, honestly, I did a ton of research. I spent hours and hours looking at the best way to fly and what masks to wear and what products to get, and enough to make your head spin. Again, and that's basically what I did. I made my head spin. And
again, Kim is more about the health, but we're also going through an international airport, through people.
2 international airports.
Yeah, with people around everywhere else, so there is obviously concern there, and not knowing. So that might have been. When
that happened, we said, okay, this is probably gonna cancel the rest of our trip. I had a brief moment of insanity.
Brief? That was over a day.
Okay, it was brief in consideration.
So her consideration was that, hey,
road trip.
Let's drive to Orlando from LA. Okay.
And 4 nights?
And 4 nights. Okay, well, we're trying to limit with not staying in hotels, eating out and everything. Let's rent an RV. Okay.
Okay, first of all, it's expensive, but it
would have been a great option for us to do it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, because of Kim's vacation days, the way it worked out, and Hayden gonna have to go back to school. We're about the time where we're supposed to go on our trip.
It was too close to come back.
We would have had to condense a drive that I would like to take longer, so we weren't trying to drive 12 hours a day to get there.
And my mom was coming, and Hayden, I could see them being, but there's Memphis, I want to go see Elvis.
Yeah.
In Graceland. And what's that museum? Yeah. What's this? Oh, I want to get out of the car. It literally just would have been 11 to 12 hours driving.
Yeah, so we would basically drive for 11, 12 hours, slept, get up, do it again, and been doing that for 4 days straight. In the end, it was just too much to do. And I always told Kim, if we ever did drive down like that, I want to stay at Fort Wilderness Campground.
And really, that was another consideration in let's forget the DVC. Let's just stay at Wilderness Lodge, not go into the park. Sorry, I'm so used to Wilderness Lodge. Is go stay at the Fort Wilderness and just stay at the campsite and find a little Disney magic that way.
And which could have been a possibility, but again.
And then we looked at Florida's cases are on such a huge uptick that then we go, will we really enjoy that?
And again, trying to social distance and everything else, it just came down to this point that my mother-in-law probably would not want to go on.
I think we would have been a stressed mess.
Yeah, stress mess. So this led into what we're possibly doing this summer.
We are going to still find our Disney magic, as we say. We're finding our magic. We are going to try alternative ideas. We think that they're going to be fun and creative and different.
Yeah, so going back to the RV thing.
We may still have a crazy idea.
We still have a good idea. We may be trying to see if we can find some Disney magic on the road.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, right now, we're just not 100% sure. We're working out our details.
Hopefully. So fingers crossed. If not, we still have a ton of Disney magic. And we still are finding our magic. We've brainstormed and come up with a lot of ideas in the next few days. Different, unique, fun, maybe a little travel content more so than Disney content, but we will still try to find ways to get some magic in there and find maybe we can incorporate Disney in a different, unique way.
Yeah, so right now we're still in the pre-planning of all this.
We will still find other ways, and we still have some other ideas even if plan B doesn't work out.
Yeah, and so we'll try to keep you updated on that, but right now that's what we're kind of looking at. Yeah. So, yes, we've canceled Disney. But we're
trying second time this month.
Yeah, and so that's 2 canceled Disney trips this year. But please look forward to what we're coming up with, because with the cancellations and everything, it's given us more opportunities to travel later in the future. It's
given us room to be creative and to think of something new, try different things. It may not be the same things. It may be very different, and we're excited about the possibilities.
Yes. So, as always, we'll try to find Disney as we go along with Disney Magic. With that, we're going to go ahead and end and say goodbye and
find your magic.
Bye, everybody.